Here we go. And if they make it here, it would give it a 50% night for the Blue Jays.
Maybe a screen and roll with McDermott and Antoine Young.
Here they go. Antoine Young gets it! They are checking the monitor to make sure the shot was off in time. If it's good by Antoine Young, Creighton wins 81-79, snapping Long Beach State's 12-game winning streak.
Well, Antoine Young was doing this all second half, trying to get to the rim. He was able to get to the free throw line. And that's just a veteran ball move by Antoine Young.
Ball game over.
Takes the bump, stays up just long enough to get the release down. Antoine Young taking advantage of the mismatch. T.J. Robinson trying to D him up.
They're putting a little bit of time back on the clock, actually. As the students have stormed the floor, it is not over here in Omaha. They have stormed the floor at CenturyLink Center. After Antoine Young's made basket, there are 3/10 of a second left for Long Beach State, and they're bringing the Long Beach State team back out of the locker room. They went inside already. And the Beach filing back onto the floor. The game is not over. And that's what the officials are explaining to Greg McDermott at midcourt.
Oh, we're going to have a little bit of time here because people have spilled ice and water on the court, so they're going to have to do a little bit of cleanup. But with .3, there can be a lob at the rim for a tip.
And Long Beach State will have the ball on the baseline in the backcourt. Ball boys trying to sweep stuff up. A 10-2 run for Creighton, and their first lead of the game since it was 13-12 Blue Jays with 16:07 remaining in the first half. There is ice, there is some debris on the floor. That's why it's taking a little while here. Tonight's Ramada player of the game, Doug McDermott, 36 points, 20 in the second half. And again, the player of the game brought to you by Ramada Worldwide.
Well, Doug McDermott manufactured points when it was hard for Creighton. He was able to get loose around the bucket, got some offensive rebounds, and really paced the Blue Jays down the stretch and put them in position to have the lead. Will Artino in defensively at 6'11". They may put him on the passer. Try to deflect the pass coming in.
Reminder again, college basketball live coming up next. 3/10 of a second left. Antoine Young with the shot to give Creighton the lead. The students and fans here in Omaha storm the court. Officials put 3/10 of a second back on. There is ice all over the floor, as long as some other debris. And that's why it's taking a little bit to clean it up and get everything situated.
Looks like Dan Monson wants another timeout.
They still do have a 30. And they take it. 30-second timeout for Dan Munson. Long Beach State, who will head home and host UC Santa Barbara on Wednesday night. Game you can see right here on ESPN2. There's the Beach schedule, the remaining conference games. A big showdown at the end with Cal State Fullerton before the Big West tournament. But the rematch with UC Santa Barbara That's the team that Long Beach has had circled on their schedule all year after what Santa Barbara did to them in the Big West Conference Championship game last season.
Yeah, you talk about Long Beach State beating UC Santa Barbara by 20 in both games in the regular season, dominating the regular season last year, but coming up short in the conference tournament. So even if they can't overcome this deficit and lose here, still undefeated in the Big West.
.3 of a second. So by rule, it has to be a tip. No time to catch and shoot. Larry Anderson will play it in. Ball pressure from the 6'11" redshirt freshman Will Artino. No shot. Ball game over. Creighton wins. Now they can storm the court if they want. It's over. Win number 23 for the Blue Jays, who get a critical non-conference win and a tough loss and a tremendous performance by Long Beach State.
Well, Long Beach State came in here, took the first blow, gave some back, but Creighton showing their mettle here at home.
Once again, our final score, Creighton 81, Long Beach State 79. This has been a presentation of ESPN, the worldwide leader in sports. For Stephen Bardo, Roxy Bernstein, now let's join Ryan Burr, Andy Katz, and Doug Gottlieb in the studio for College Basketball Live.